If you're struggling to sleep as you get older, there is something that you can do about it. I always say the most underrated way to improve your sleep starts with your bedroom environment. So in this video, I'm gonna walk through some of my favorite bedroom hacks specifically for people like me, seniors. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Breus, the Sleep Doctor. Sleep is another one of those things that gets a bit harder as we get older. As we age, there is a fundamental change in our sleep architecture. And because of that, it's very common for seniors to experience changes to the quality and quantity of sleep that they get every single night. Basically, the part of the brain that's responsible for telling us when to get up and go in the mornings and slow down for sleep in the evenings is aging right along with the rest of our body. It doesn't work quite as well as it used to when it comes to sending out and responding to our sleep-wake signals. So unfortunately, that means as older adults, we might be getting the wrong messages about when it's time to feel tired and when it's time to be alert. On top of all of that, seniors often experience hormonal challenges that disrupt sleep. Fluctuations in things like melatonin and cortisol can especially throw off sleep cycles. Wow, okay, it seems like a lot of bad news I just gave you. The good news is there are a number of quick, easy adjustments that seniors can make that can have a big positive impact on your sleep. And believe it or not, it all starts with your bedroom, or as we professionals call it, your sleep environment. Creating a sleep environment tailored to your sleep needs is one of the best ways to help yourself get quality sleep that you deserve. Since your 5 senses play a big role in this, I've organized these based on sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. So the first big sense I want to talk about is sight, which might seem a little funny to talk about the sense of sight when you're sleeping with your eyes closed. But remember, ambient light can be very disruptive. Overall, it's best to maximize darkness whenever you can. Now, there are several ways to accomplish this, and one you might have heard of are called blackout blinds. These are window coverings that have an interior coating that keeps light from passing through the exterior fabric. They are very effective, but I actually don't suggest blackout blinds for seniors. The lack of light can actually make it difficult to navigate the room, creating maybe a trip or a fall hazard, especially for seniors who tend to get up more often than other adults in the middle of the night to use the bathrooms. I prefer actually a sleep mask instead. That way you can go do your business, come back into the bedroom, and then you just pop your mask back on and you're off to total darkness. The other thing I want to mention here is screen use. Now, as a general rule, my seniors don't use their phones in bed as much as my younger patients do. But I gotta be honest, it's still something you need to be aware of. Remember, the blue light that comes off of your phone screens is too similar to daylight, and you can inadvertently be sending your brain wake-up signals when you wanna be falling asleep. But believe it or not, while I'm not okay with the phone, I am okay with watching TV in bed. I know that's probably something you never thought you'd hear coming out of a sleep doctor's mouth, and even though TVs do emit the same blue light, they're usually further away from you, which helps. But there's also something that I call passive positive distraction. You're not interacting with the TV like you are with your phone or tablet. You might be watching your old favorites and maybe it's an old episode of Seinfeld and it makes you feel comfortable and relaxed, which is a good thing when it comes to sleep. But if you're going through and trying to get your high score on one of your favorite games, you're probably not relaxing enough to go to bed. Next is sound. Sound is also a key component for getting a good night's rest. Now, clearly you want to minimize sounds at bedtime. So you want to maximize darkness, you want to minimize sound. It's harder for those of us who live in big cities or surrounded by noisy neighbors, and it's certainly difficult if you have a sleep partner who tends to snore. And unfortunately, people do tend to snore more as they get older. Now, thankfully, there are things that you can do besides moving to the couch or out to the countryside. I think earplugs are a great solution. There are plenty to choose from out there, including noise canceling options and those designed specifically for snoring. Be careful though, you want to get them noise level rated at 32 or below. That way you can still hear the smoke alarm. I think an even better idea is a white noise machine. These machines emit a kind of sound like static that contains all the audible frequency across the sound spectrum. What does that mean? It's like snow on the television when the TV stations used to turn off at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what white noise is. Remember, white noise helps mask other sounds in your environment and can create a fairly calming effect. In fact, one study found that white noise machines help people fall asleep faster and in some cases increase the quality of their sleep. Now look, before we move on, if you're struggling to sleep, I recommend that you check out more of my YouTube channel. I cover everything from overcoming sleep disorders to what are the best supplements for sleep, specifically for seniors. Hit the subscribe button to get some of the best sleep of your life. Okay, Let's dig in on the next big one, which is touch. One of the most important parts of your bedroom and one of the most overlooked is your mattress. You spend all night on your mattress, so you want to make sure that it's providing you with the comfort and support you need to get your best rest. All right, I have a question for you. When was the last time you replaced your mattress? It was probably 10, 12, or even 20 years ago. Here's the thing. Mattresses rarely wear out, but your body definitely changes. If you wake up more than 3 days a week with stiffness and soreness and it isn't coming from a workout, there's a pretty good likelihood you probably need a new mattress. Now, seniors should have a mattress that prioritizes pressure relief as well as ease of movement. That most likely means a hybrid model is going to work best. Remember, hybrid mattresses combine the contouring capabilities of foam with supportive coils to offer sleepers a balance of cushioning and pushback that kind of keeps their spines aligned while cradling sensitive areas like their hips and shoulders. They're often easier to move around on than all foam models as well, which keeps sleepers from feeling stuck in a sleep surface of a mattress, and it makes it easier to get in and out of bed, which is always good. I'll also want you to think carefully about the kind of sheets that you're using. Again, just like with your mattress, you're spending all night, every night touching your sheets. So you want them to be as comfortable and conducive to sleep as possible. And that usually means two things: softness and temperature control. Do me a favor, buy the best quality sheets that you can afford. You want a good thread count, somewhere between 200 and 400 range is usually all you need. And you want smooth, soft, hand feel, so aim for sheets made with premium cottons and quality construction. For temperature control, you basically want to match the way you sleep with the type of sheet that you use. So hot sleepers are gonna want sheets that maximize heat dissipation. Cotton sheets can actually be very open with percale weaves, are especially good. Cool sleepers can actually sleep on most types of sheets, but those who tend to sleep a little cooler are going to want warmer sheets, like maybe flannel that's breathable but also keeps you cozy. By the way, you can follow the same rules for your pajamas. So look for sleepwear in natural fabrics that are breathable, wick away moisture, and feel good against your skin without any constricting cuffs or collars. Also, don't underestimate the importance of pillows. Like your sheets and mattresses, you're going to be touching your pillow all night. I recommend finding a pillow that works well with your preferred sleep position. The goal is to keep your spine aligned, so your nose should be directly in line with your sternum. So side sleepers are going to want a pillow with plenty of loft to help lift their neck away from their shoulders. Stomach sleepers, on the other hand, are going to want a relatively flat pillow so it won't crane their necks up. And then back sleepers would aim for something kind of in between. Finally, spend some time fine-tuning your room temperature. While seniors don't have a lot of subcutaneous fat under their skin, they tend to run a bit cooler. Usually keeping the room relatively cool, somewhere between 68 and 70 degrees range, is going to be best. However, with seniors, that range can actually inch up to about 70 or 75 and still be conducive to sleep. You may need to experiment for a few nights to find the temperature that works best for you and your bed partner. All right, we're down to the last two senses, smell and taste. While you might be surprised to learn that these two can actually play a pretty big part in improving sleep. There are certain scents that have been shown to increase calmness and help us relax before bed. My favorite is lavender. It's excellent for sleep. And I actually like the little pillow sachets where you can have them in lavender and you can kind of toss them in. I don't like the pillow sprays because they can actually make your hair smell like lavender and your skin smell like lavender the next day. While it might not affect your bedroom environment exactly, the things you sip before hitting the hay can help or hinder with your rest. We all probably know now that a cup of coffee before bed isn't going to help you sleep, but there are some drinks that can set you up for sleep success. One that I find turning to again and again is my favorite, banana tea. You just add a banana to boiling water and leave it for about 3 or 4 minutes. Remember, you want to wash off the outside, cut off the tip and the stem and cut it in half, but leave that peel on it because the secret is the peel. Banana peels contain large amounts of potassium and magnesium, which helps support a healthy nervous system, making it easier to calm down and prepare for rest. Also, by the way, you can add honey and cinnamon to taste if you want to. If you're a senior struggling with sleep, please give these tips a try. You might be surprised how small tweaks to your bedroom can actually set you up for big positive changes in your rest. And keep in mind that good sleep is built throughout the day. Get outside as much as possible and move your body. Some time in the sun and a brisk walk can actually do wonders for your sleep at night. Try following a similar wake up and sleep routine and keep a schedule. Remember, consistency can help build habits for sleep success. And don't sleep too much during the day. This is a big one that I see with seniors. If you're taking multiple naps each day or even one long one, you're most likely going to throw off your sleep. If you do nap, do me a favor, keep it short and to the early afternoons, no later. Lastly, I do want to mention that if you try all of these changes and you're still struggling with sleep, I suggest you check out my new book, Sleep, Drink, Breathe, Wellness is Too Complicated. Oftentimes, we are bombarded with so much conflicting information about our sleep that we end up taking a shotgun approach and nothing really works. My book gives you a simple, science-based approach to your health that will not only help you get a better night's sleep, it'll help you feel more energetic and less anxious during the day. Pre-order it now. This is Dr. Michael Breus, the Sleep Doctor, wishing you sweet dreams.